Hello everyone, welcome to the Exploring Medico YouTube channel. As we have seen in the earlier video about skeletal system, there are types axial skeletal, appendicular skeleton, the functions of the bones. So in the today's lecture, we are going to discuss in detail about cartilages. What is cartilage, its composition, peculiarities, types, clinical applications of it. So it's a humble request to everyone that watch the entire video to make your concept more clear so that you can understand in a more better way. You can use this video to make your own notes also if you are not able to understand from any reference book. You can ask your doubt in the comment section. And after this, we are going to study about bones in the upcoming video. So stay tuned for the each and every video. Now let us start with the cartilage. Now what is cartilage? First of all, the same question generally asked. Cartilage is specialized connective tissue. What is cartilage? Specialized connective tissue. Now what is the function of cartilage? So you know what is cartilage, what is tendon. Cartilage is what? Which is present between bone to bone to avoid friction between two bones. So function will be what? To avoid friction between two bones. Now if we talk about composition of cartilage, it contains both. It contains what? Extracellular fibers as well as intracellular substances. Extracellular fibers and intracellular substances. Intracellular substances in the form of matrix, that is cell base layer. Now if we talk, we have learned in the class 12 also and earlier also that cells of cartilage, they are called chondrocytes. Now where these cells are located? The cells are located in lacunae, that is small spaces between intercellular matrix. Where they are located? In lacunae. Lacunae are what? It might be single or in group. It is depends upon the type of cells. Now if a in a single lacunae number of cells are present. What? A single lacunae number of cells are present. Then it is called cell nest. What it is called? Cell nest. And the young cells of chondrocyte. Young cells means chondrocytes. What they have? Property of multiplication. And hence, what will happen? New cells will be produced. Getting this? We have seen what is cartilage, composition, cells of cartilage. Now if young cells of the cartilage have the ability to multiplicate, hence if they multiply, the new cells are produced. And suppose old cells they loses property of multiplication. They loses property of multiplications. So what they will be doing? If they loses the property of multiplication, yes, we have seen that if the young cells have the property of multiplication, the new cells are formed. If they loses the property, what they will be doing? They will produce an enzyme. What they will do? They will produce an enzyme that is alkaline phosphatase. Alkaline phosphatase. Let's write more clear so that you can easily see. Alkaline phosphatase enzyme. Alkaline phosphatase enzyme will be produced, and this enzyme will do what? What is function of this enzyme? Ossification of cartilage. So this was about chondrocytes, where they are located, what old cells do as they lose the property of multiplication. They produce an alkaline phosphatase enzyme, and that helps in the ossification of cartilage. Now if we talk about cells, it contains both collagen and elastin fibers. Collagen is also type of protein, elastin is also type of protein. From there the fibers are made. Now next, intercellular substance gives firmness to cartilage, that is matrix. What is the function of matrix? It gives firmness to cartilage. That is matrix. Now presence of hydra presence of hyaluronic acid. Presence of hyaluronic acid in cartilage will give what? It will allow to move freely to synovial joints. Presence of hyaluronic acid in the cartilage will allow to move freely all the types of synovial joints. One is matrix, ground substance. Other ground substance is what? Chondroitin and proteoglycans. So these are all various types of ground substances. Ground substances of cartilages. Hope you are getting what I am explaining. Now talking about peculiarities, means something we known as specification of cartilages. One is this: cartilage is what? Insensitive to pain because it has no nerves. Remember, this can be asked in viva, in short answers. Okay. One peculiarity is that it is insensitive to pain because it has no blood vessels. No nerves. And another is it is avascular because it has no blood vessels. So it is absence of nerves and absence of blood vessels. So these are two peculiarities, that is insensitive to pain and avascular. So this was about its peculiarity. Now we will discuss about perichondrium. Perichondrium. Now cartilage has a dense fibrous connective tissue membrane. What? Dense fibrous connective tissue membrane. Dense fibrous connective tissue membrane, and that is known as perichondrium. And it is rich in blood vessels. Getting this? Perichondrium has dense fibrous connective tissue which is rich in blood vessels. So the cartilage, if it is rich in blood vessels, so what ultimate function? Nutrition to cells is received through perichondrium. Now where there is articulation means joint. Where there is articulation, there is absence of perichondrium. This is peculiarity of perichondrium. Remember that where there is joint, where there is articulating surface, perichondrium is not present. And perichondrium is made up of two layers. One is outer, that is made up of fibrous, and one is inner, that is made up of chondrogenic layers. And this chondrogenic layers contain what? Chondroblast. And outer fiber contains what? Collagen fibers. And it is vascular. So these were the peculiarities. It is two layer outer fibrous where collagen fibers is there, which is vascular, inner chondrogen layer where chondroblast is present. So this was all about perichondrium. Now discussing about growth of cartilage. Why I am explaining like this, writing and explaining, so that you can also write along with me and you can understand very well. Now growth of cartilage. Now cartilage growth is by two types. First growth is known as interstitial, that is internal growth. What will be internal growth? It will be by increase in number of cells via mitosis or mitosis, whatever you say. First is interstitial, which is internal growth, that is increase in number of cells, and thus it causes what? Increase in length. So one is lengthwise growth. Second one is oppositional, that is external growth, where layers develop under perichondrium. What is external? That is oppositional. Layers develops under perichondrium. So what will happen? It will increase width of cartilage. So two type of growth. One is which increases length, one is which increases width. That is interstitial and oppositional. Now if we talk about functions of cartilage, as we have seen the functions of bones, function of cartilage is what? To provide support to soft tissues and sliding surface of joints. As we have seen, sliding surface of joints, that is which play a role in friction. Now if we talk about the clinical importance of cartilage, then as we know that cartilage is located in cell nest. Where? Cell nest. We have seen a lacunae, number of cells are located. Now it is located in the cell nest and it has lower, remember this, it has lower antigenicity. That is, it specifically combines two antibodies, T cells. due to which there is less rejection chances during cartilage transplantation. Let me explain it again. Suppose anyone is doing cartilage transplantation, then there will be less rejection chances. As we have seen that if we have to do any organ transplantation, there is chances of tissue rejection or graft rejection. The same way if you do the cartilage transplantation, there is less chances of rejection due to this lower antigenicity and cell nest. Remember antigenicity, so it will be easy for you that they basically combine with the T cells, antibodies directly. So there will be less chances. And antigenicity means what? Tissue rejection. To avoid tissue rejection. Now, talking about types of cartilages. So first one is hyaline cartilage. The figure is about it. Now, if we talk about hyaline cartilage, let us see. First, we will talk about cells. Now, as we have seen that the cells of all the hyaline cartilage or simple cartilage, they are located in the lacunae or capsules, which are round or oval. So can you see in the figure? This is lacunae with chondrocytes, which are round or oval. Now second one, if we talk about intercellular substances. It contains type 2 collagenous microfibrils and fibrils. Intercellular substances type 2 collagen fibrils, which contains microfibrils and fibrils, and it is like foam gel. It is like foam gel and blue in color. Also, it is semi-transparent, that is glossy appearance. You can see now interstitial matrix, which is this all you can see blue, slight blue in color, which is semi-transparent bluish in color. It is foam gel. Now, if we talk about the matrix of the hyaline cartilage, it has two. One is territorial, another is interterritorial. It has two types, territorial and interterritorial. Territorial is what? Which is basophilic matrix. Territorial means which has basophilic matrix, and it surrounds lacunae. Basophilic matrix, and it surrounds lacunae. And if we talk about intertorial, it has intensity of staining, that is higher staining. This was two types of matrices. Now next we can talk is about perichondrium. We have discussed earlier, no? Now it has perichondrium, that is connective tissue surrounding cartilage. And what does perichondrium do? Ossification and calcification. This is common point we have seen. Now we will discuss examples that where hyaline cartilage is present in our body. In trachea, larynx, bronchi, costal cartilages. So let us see the figure once again and discuss it. It has perichondrium. You can see this layer, red one. That is ossification and calcification. It has own nucleus. Lacunae is present, which is round or oval. Interstitial matrix is two types: territorial and interterritorial. It is dependent upon the staining property. Getting it? And it has lacunar capsule. So this was all about hyaline cartilage. Now next, elastic cartilage. Now if we talk about the cells of the elastic cartilage, they are round, surrounded by lacunae, and in group of 2 or 3 cells. You can see in the figure now, these chondrocytes. Now see, they are surrounded by like this group of 2 or 3 cells, and they are round. So they are something like this. Getting it? Now if we talk about intercellular substances, like it were present territorial, interterritorial. Now if we talk about elastic cartilage, intercellular substances is elastin fibers. You can see in the figure now, matrix with elastin fibers like thread. This one, see, which I have drawn here, like this. These are elastin fibers. And another is what it is, less ground substance. Ground substance is present, but it is less compared to hyaline cartilage. Now interesting property to remember about elastic cartilage, which even can be asked in the viva, and also it can ask in the example, which is unique property, that perichondrium is present like hyaline cartilage, but it does not undergo calcification and ossification. This you must remember, that although perichondrium, although the cells are present, you can see, but it does not undergo calcification and ossification. So hyaline cartilage has this property, but while elastic cartilage don't have this property. Now if we talk about examples, that is external ear, external auditory canal, eustachian tube, and epiglottis. 3 structures of ear and 1 is epiglottis. So to remember these examples, one mnemonics you can remember, all E's, because all start from E. External ear, external auditory canal, eustachian tube, and epiglottis. Everywhere such type of cells is present. And do remember these diagrams, because it will help you to understand more clearly the concept. Now next, fibrocartilage. If we talk about the cells of it, it is encapsulated single or in pairs. You can see it can be even single, it can be even pair. You can see from the figure. Now if we talk about the intercellular substances, intercellular substances, then it is made up of collagen fibers. It is made up of collagen fibers. Like elastic cartilage is made up of elastin fibers. Same way it is made up of collagen fibers. Like hyaline cartilage is made up of type 2 collagenous microfibrils, fibrils, and matrix is territorial and interterritorial. I am repeating again and again so that you can easily remember. And one more thing, absence of perichondrium. Here perichondrium is not present, which you have to remember. It is also peculiarity. Now examples, do remember the examples of this. First one is secondary cartilaginous joint. Secondary cartilaginous joint. Now if we talk about secondary cartilaginous joint, which are there, we will learn in the chapter joints, that is symphysis, pubis, intervertebral. These are the example. Second one example is menisci of knee joints, where fibrocartilages are present. Another is TMP joint, temporomandibular joint, temporomandibular joint or temporomandibular joint. Glenoid labrum. Glenoid labrum is the layer present in the shoulder joint. And acetabular labrum. It is also present in the shoulder joint. So this was all about fibrocartilage. It has collagen fibers, matrix, and like this. Now, last topic, that is clinical applications, or you can say applied anatomy of cartilage. So first one is chondrodystrophies. Chondrodystrophies. What is that? It is a disorder where there is disturbance in growth and ossification of cartilage. This is one of the disorder. Second one, traumatic rupture. What is traumatic rupture? It is affected, that is knees fibrocartilage. That is menisci, we have seen, is affected. And the treatment is partial replacement. So only I am telling, remember the example, so you can easily remember this disorder, that fibrocartilage means menisci. Menisci is associated with knee. That way. Third one, costochondritis. That is inflammation of cartilage in ribs. And that will do what? Chest pain. It is also disorder. Then next is herniation of intervertebral disc. This is due to compression of intervertebral disc causing herniation, and it leads to back pain. What is herniation of intervertebral disc? Compression of disc causing herniation. Due to compression of disc causing herniation and back pain. Next and last, tumors of cartilage. That is benign or malignant. If it is benign tumor, it is called chondromas. If it is malignant tumor, it is called chondrosarcomas. So this was all about clinical application of cartilage. We are just with somewhat with the writing. This was last topic, so I know. So this is all about the cartilage which we discussed in detail. Now this you can write in the exams, as well as you can make the notes from it. I have referred various books and created this lecture because suppose some applications are not given in BD Chaurasya, some theory is not given in Vishamsi, some is given in other reference books. So I have combined all the reference book and I have created a one concise note and I am explaining from it. So it is better you also refer books and make your own notes, but stick with one book. I am using different book as to provide the best content. But if you are confused, then stay with one book. And if you think that this is not given in our book, you can take from my note. So it will be easy for you, because you won't have time to refer different books. And if you refer different books, you might get confused. Okay. So now next video will be on the bones. So stay tuned. Watch the video, do give a review. If you have any doubt, ask in the comment section. Subscribe the channel, do like the button if you really like the content. So thank you. Have a good day.